And hey everybody, it's the Duck Cast. Yeah. Hey everybody, it's me, your friend from outer space, Doug. And I got this hat on, and the bottom of it's green, so it disappears. Look, it makes my whole top of my head disappear. Yeah, I had to take that off. Look, my head's gone. Makes it look like my head's gone. I'll just fold it down. I'll take and stick some bullets in here so it'll be even cooler. What should I stick in there though? 308s or 5.56 or handgun bullets? What do you think would be the coolest, huh? Sorry, I got one of them coffee pouches in my mouth again. I'm not used to that and just wanting to move around. I like it though. Tastes like coffee. Hope everybody's doing good today. I'm doing fairly well. Woke up a little earlier than usual. Just been up messing around with stuff. Is my beard green? No, it's just magic. It just disappears when I put my head down because all the fat on my face. Oh, I wish my beard was green. It's turning gray. Look at all this gray. And look at my hair. If you guys have been watching the last couple of years, you have seen my hair go from dark brown to gray. Let's see what we got in the chat. We got Eric Kent, Eric Hawkins, Hiroshi Paradox, Dave's here, and the Tonic Mole is here. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for stopping by. Like I said, this is an everyday thing now. We're doing this every stinking day. I'm going to promote some other people's comics. I'm going to talk about random stuff. Throw out some ideas for stuff that I got going on. And just ramble and talk and do stuff. Make friends. And Tonic Mole says I got a space beard. I'm going to tighten this thing up so my hat stops moving. You guys can't even see it. It's invisible on there. Everything's invisible in space, apparently. But yeah, I named the stream after one of my favoriteest movies. It's not my movie, but you know, a line from my movie. So I'll play that scene for you now. Hopefully we won't get struck down.
Something on your mind?
Just want to let you know you're sitting in my chair.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, it's a fact.
Well, for a man that don't go healed, you run your mouth kind of reckless, don't you?
No need to go healed to get the bulge on a tub like you.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact.
Well, I'm real scared.
Damn right you're scared. I can see that in your eyes.
All right, now.
Go ahead. Go ahead, skin it. Skin that Smokewagon and see what happens.
Listen, mister, I'm getting awful tired of your...
I'm getting tired of your gas. Now jerk that pistol and go to work. I said throw down, boy. Oh. You gonna do something or just stand there and bleed?
You gonna do something or just stand there and bleed? I love that movie. It's Tombstone, one of my favoriteest movies in the whole world. You seen that chant? Turn that screen off. Yeah, all the white on my face. I'll break the universe. But yeah, I love Tombstone. Tombstone's one of my favorite movies. I actually like the White Earp movie too, but I think that man, my brain's not working. Kurt Russell is a way better White Earp than Kevin Costner, that's for sure. Eric Hawkins says that is one of the few movies I will watch anytime I see it on. I'm the same way, man. It's on TV all the time at work, and I'm just like watching it. It's on. I've got it. I've got it on VHS. I've got it on DVD. It's on my hard drive, and it works sometimes. I'm just like, I'm scrolling through and I see it. I was like, oh yeah, it's on hard drive, and I'll turn it on. I love that movie, and it's got a lot of the historical accuracy. There's some stuff they leave out of it, like after the fight at the OK Corral, they actually get arrested, and they have to go to trial and stand trial against the Clantons. So after the trial is when a lot of the really bad stuff happens, but it's still pretty cool. Dave says those Tombstone pizzas aren't too bad either. Tonic Melsa's Tombstone is the best Western ever. I really like Hateful Eight also. Yeah, I like it. Like as far as like some of the best Westerns, I like The Man That Shot Liberty Valance. That's got John Wayne in it. I like, let's see, what's another? I love Clint Eastwood Westerns. You know, we know the Man with No Name trilogy, that's up there, that's a given. But also like The Outlaw Josie Wales. Absolutely love that movie. It's such a good movie. You know, of course, Tombstone, like we was talking about. I like Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood in it. I don't know, man. I just like Westerns a lot. Westerns are awesome. I used to watch them with my grandpa all the time. That's what really got me into them. I used to own a bunch of cowboy guns, but I sold a lot of them. I've got a couple really cool ones. I always plan on getting, like, the ones I got rid of are in calibers I don't really want to shoot. I want to shoot 45 long Colt because that's closer to a historical, to what they would have shot historically, instead of like 357 and 38 and stuff. 38 is close to some of it, but it's not really. Tonic Mole says Briscoe County Jr. That was an awesome show. Like cowboys and sci-fi, and Bruce Campbell. You can't beat Bruce Campbell. Eric Hawkins says Young Guns. And you know what's surprising? Young Guns, and Young Guns 2 has a lot of historical accuracy in those. Such really good movies. Like, when I sit and think about Westerns, man, I can't even remember all the Westerns I like. I've got a bunch of Westerns. Lone Ranger, says Eric. High Plains Drifter. Yeah, I really like that one. I can't remember the name of the one. It's one of my favorites. I don't know why I can't remember it. Where Clint Eastwood comes to this little mining community, and he's a preacher. And he ends up beating the crap out of everybody and like having a gunfight. He has 1858 in that, and that's why I got an 1858 that time. Unfortunately, I got rid of the 1858 because I want one in 45 long Colt and not 38. Tonic Mole says me and Sizzle were working on a Western comic. Not sure if Sizzle's working on it or not. Yeah, he's a ghost in that one. Yeah, in High Plains Drifter, it's got another name too. It's been called by, but that's the one where he comes into town and just mean as crap and does all this stuff, and they paint the town. Pale Rider, that's it, Dave. Pale Rider, that's one of my favorites too. I love how he's got the 1858 in that, and like when he's reloading, he just takes the whole cylinder out. That gun was like, you actually could have shot black powder and carried 3 or 4 cylinders and changed them out like he does in that. They actually make replicas of that kit now. You can buy the belt and it holds the cylinders. You can buy multiple cylinders. The one I had 2 cylinders for. I had one where I could shoot modern ammo, and then it had the black powder cylinder, so it was really neat. Yeah, so got us started talking about Westerns. And I don't really plan nothing for these shows. I just do whatever. Talk about whatever I feel like talking about. And just rambling mostly to you guys. You guys can sit and listen to me ramble. Eric Hawkins said, I like the newer True Grit. I like the newer one and the old one. I thought they were both really good. Of course, the newer one is more like the book. But I like the old one just because it's John Wayne. I think John Wayne is awesome. Now, somebody's going to call me a racist or something. Hiroshi Paradox said they had an ice storm this morning. That's terrible. It's like not super cold here. I mean, I went out without a jacket on, but it is still rainy and messy. My yard is like, I can't walk from here to Mom's. I've got to go up the driveway and go all the way around because it's just a mud pit. I got some new shoes yesterday, but I don't want to wear them because I don't want to get mud all over them. I'm like a weird little kid. But, oh man, dude. Hershey Paradox says he barely made it to the store this morning before it got bad. How are you on heat, man? You said you had a space heater yesterday, right? Just stay warm, and I hope you got enough food to do well. If ever gets bad here, I'll just go up to Mom and Dad's house. Eric Kent says I'm racist against mud. Ashton Jackals has been raining here for days. So yeah, you're not super far away from me, I don't think. Yeah, you're up in the mountains. You're one of them mountain people now. Listen to a story about a man named Jed. Eric Hawkins says, on the sketch covers and sketch cards I'm sending out, I'm doing Western movie characters, zombies. Dude, that is awesome. That is really stinking cool. Tony Mo says, it's chilly here in Oklahoma, but I don't go outside, so it's okay. And speaking of Tonic Mo, I've got this pulled up here. And I don't know what's wrong with me. I guess it never notified me. I've missed the last couple copies, and I'm kind of upset. But Saving the World #9 is coming out, so I've got to try to get the last couple from him because I want the physical copies. Yeah, I don't know where I've been. I've picked up. Well, I know I'm just distracted a lot of times. But if you guys haven't, go sign up so this will notify you when this launches. He's already got, look, 80 followers on here. Coming soon. I think he's launching in another month or so. So definitely go and check that out. I really like Saving the World. And if you got 8, there might be a PsychoTron in it, which is pretty cool. Dude's doing a lot of awesome stuff, so go and check that out. He says he's always got more to sell, so I've got to get caught up. Eric Hawkins says I can never get enough of Deadwood. I've watched the first little bit and then I never got to finish it. Ashton Jackal says digging for black gold. Oh wait, that was my septic system cracked open. Oh, that's nasty, dude. that's nasty. Roast Paradox says Volume 9 launches on the 9th. So we're getting pretty close to that. So like I said, go and sign up on here. Let's see. I'll grab the link. And let me open up the chat. I have to go to YouTube. Apparently I misspelled the YouTube there. Open up the YouTube, and then I'll have to pause it. Sign up. And then I have to go down the chat. Let's see. I have to drop it right here. So there's your link. So, like, I thought I got one not too long ago, but like I said, me and my mom's been like cleaning this place up, and I actually think I may have thrown one away, because, dude, no joke, I had like 1 million mailers around here, and I was like, I'll just reuse these, and then I never reuse them, so I had like a giant pile, and we threw them all away. And I think I may have had a couple actual books mixed in with that crap. So, I don't know. We got Skinny in here. He said today is Joey T's birthday. Well, happy birthday, Joey T. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that open right there. So I am really honestly thinking about trying to crowdfund uh, a 10-inch record, and I kind of want to crowdfund the record that I just put out. I know it doesn't make any sense, does it? I mean, you can listen to it now and everything, but let's see. I really want to. I really want to get a really awesome piece of artwork. I have an artist who's a really cool guy. Um, I was kind of thinking about getting a couple pieces of art actually for this. Uh, I would really like to have a piece of cover art, and then maybe a piece of art for the 4 different songs. And like have a 10-inch record. And the reason I do a 10-inch record is because there's 4 songs. And let's see, 247. See right here, we've got 3, 5. That's 8, almost 8 minutes on a 10-inch record at 45 RPMs, which is better sound quality. You've got 9 minutes, so that's perfect. And then on side 2, we've got 3.5 and 4.5. So you know, there's almost 8 minutes there. So you'd be able to have the 2 here and the 2 here, and have all the art and stuff. I don't know. I just think it'd be really cool, and I think this album is probably besides PsychoTron, the best produced album that I've done. Like, it actually sounds really nice. I've got some compliments on how good it sounds. So I don't know. Or I might just get a couple artists to do a really nice front cover and back cover, and and just do it like that. The prices like that I was looking at, like you have a minimum. Well, you don't have a minimum, but it's cheaper the more you buy. Let me pull this up on my phone. Here we go. Let me pull up my ad machine because I can't add with my brain. There we go. PsychoTron. If I did a 10-inch record and it's 9 minutes per side, you want a double-sided. If you order at least 40, they're $16 a piece. Now let's say 40 times 16. That's $640. But that's just that. Dave has been meaning to tell you the low end on the PsychoTron CD kills in my car stereo. Is that bad, Dave, or is that good? It really depends. Like, I cut some low end. In my car, it doesn't sound like it has that much low end. But I don't have the bass like cranked up or anything. I have mine set about mid levels. I think I've got it like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it because every car is different. So The jackets, let's see, if I did 40, that's $4 a piece. So that's $80 plus 80. Oh, that's wrong. I hit the wrong button there. 640 plus 80, not times 80. $720. And then all 40, there'd be a $2 charge to all 40. So that's another $80. No, I'm off here in my thinking. Anyways, it cost me about $1,000 probably for all of that. So that means to break even, I'd have to sell them for $25 a piece. I don't know. I don't think that's plausible. Like at times I think it is. I'm like, yeah, I could do that, but I don't know. Maybe if I didn't do the artwork, I don't know. Dave says it's good. If I'm listening to the internet, I'm on my tablet and those speakers are too small. Yeah, they really are. That's one thing. If you listen on your phone, you just don't get how good music sounds. All my stuff that I record is in stereo. Like, usually the guitar tracks are panned. A lot of the leads are panned. The vocals are panned. I try to make this huge stereo thing. Most of the time, the way I record a lot of vocals is I do one center track and then two over here. And it makes this huge vocal thing. Guitars is almost the same way. A lot of times, the two rhythm tracks on guitar are over here, like panned. Bass is in the middle. The drums is like stereo. But if I do a guitar harmony part, sometimes I'll pan it, and sometimes it'll stay in the middle. Most of the time, all guitar solos and stuff are in the middle too. I have to show you guys how I mix something sometime. It's pretty neat. Tonic Mole says, I should know better, man. Like I said, the highest priced comic book sold the most on my Kickstarter. Everybody went for that deluxe wraparound cover that Eric did. Not the Iron Maiden one, the other one. It just blows my mind. So, I don't know. I can try it, but I don't really want this getting in the way of me running a comic book. And another thing, like, if I ran the record now and it got pressed and everything, it'd be a good 6 weeks before I got them. So everybody'd have to realize it's going to take a couple of months. But I could do a clear vinyl. Might just do blank labels on them and just write on them. I could always do a 7-inch vinyl and nobody get all the songs. Just pick my 2 favorites. Or shoot, I could just, I don't know. Like I said, I'll study on it. It'd be really neat, though, to do one. So I can get 7 minutes per side on a 7-inch. I don't know. Yeah, that's smart. I have an account for my music. That's really smart. I actually have 2 accounts on Kickstarter, and I've been using the Doug Garrett account for my comics, and I really probably need to use the Gravestone Press one. But I could do either or, because on my records, actually, if you look them up online, like anywhere, the record label says Gravestone Press. I can't remember if I got the stuff on my page or not. Let's go look at my website real quick. Normal display. Gravestone Press. PsychoTron 1 and soundtrack available now. So there you can listen to PsychoTron. There's the cover there. This is from our online store. So if you click here, it takes you to Indiegogo, where the store is still open. Or it's supposed to anyways. I don't know what it's doing now. Go to Indiegogo, turd. Anyways, that's where it goes. Or you just go up here. Indiegogo storefront. Takes you to Indiegogo. I don't know why it's taking so long. But yeah, I need to, I might do that. Uh-oh, broke it. Look at my face. I'm old. Indie doo-doo. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big fan of Indiegogo. It is a doo-doo. It's a dee-doo. Anyways, I got something else here we can look at. Let me load it up real quick. And I just want to say I appreciate Dave. Dave has been providing me with content because he's awesome. So here is a video. It says studies show that watching a beaver eat cabbage lowers stress by 17%. So we'll check that out. I really don't understand people that don't like animals. Like watching that little thing in its hands grabbing stuff. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love creatures. Dave said I look like a kung fu wizard. Hiroshi Paradox says Doug's kung fu is very good. My kung fu is best. I will destroy you. Hiroshi Paradox also said I wanted to get some cabbage this morning, but they didn't have any out. Dude, I love cabbage. Like I'll take and boil cabbage. I love to get boneless ribs and fry them and eat cabbage. Barbecue, fry some ribs, put some barbecue on them, eat some cabbage. Best thing ever. Ever. Dave says he loves beavers. Eric Kent says LOL. That's how I eat pizza, says Dave. Eric Kent says my son eats that quick. Ashton Jackal says that is untrue for people with, I don't know how to say that. Earth Paradox says ask a buddy for some $100 bills. Put them at the bottom of the pile of cabbage. Instant hilarity. Earth Paradox says I want to get a pork roast when they're on sale and slow cook it and saute the cabbage. Dude, there you go, man. There you go. That's what I was doing for a while. I was buying pork roast and I would just cook them all day. And then, like, I like to take rice and just mix it in there and pour some, like, soy sauce or just whatever in there. General Tso's sauce. Good stuff. But now, I just eat frozen factor meals because I'm a fatty and they send me keto meals. I ain't even kidding, guys. My shirts fit better. I feel better. My discount ended though, and it got a little expensive, so I went down to only ordering 8 meals, which is fine, because I only eat one a day now. The rest of the time I, snack on something, but dang, that stuff gets expensive. It's expensive to try not to eat junk food, which at this point everything's expensive. If you go to the store and buy junk food, it's expensive. It's ridiculous. I don't know how they expect a man to live. Everything being expensive is a good reason not to be fat. So, cabbage steaks, they're awesome, says Ashley Jinkies. What's up, Jinkies? Ashley Jenkins is my friend in the real life. I've actually seen Ashley Jenkins in the real life. Unlike lots of you guys. Occasionally I'll have an in the real life friend pop in the chat. What's crazy is I was at work one day, and my clients, they always have somebody like once a month or something, government person, they work for some agency, they'll come by and check on them, ask them questions. And we're sitting there, and this lady comes to the door, and she knocks on the door, and she comes in. And she's real nice. I'm talking to her and stuff, and she goes, "Is your name Doug?" I said, "Yeah." She's like, "My husband watches you on YouTube." I just looked at her. I said, "I am sorry." And she laughs, and she told me who her husband was. And I don't know if he's watching now or not. He watches a lot, or used to. You can see I dropped off and quit doing it. But I thought that was really weird, just to randomly meet. It was crazy. It blew my mind, but it was really cool. Oh, Tonic Mold says he's back. I didn't know James Gunn was having the DC movie thing today. What did he say about movies? He's just going to do whatever he wants to. Grocery Paradox says, groceries are crazy. I spent $5 for a dozen eggs. Yeah, man. They really are insane. Ashley says, because they're doing the freezing wet bull mess, I'm inside being poor. It's not that bad here. I mean, it's like drizzling, but it's not super cold. I went out without a jacket on, was running around. Axel's outside. He he's so funny. He wants to stay on the porch. He likes we'll come down, and I start to come in the house, open the door, and if he wants to come in, he just comes on in. If he doesn't, he comes by the door and he like loops around, and then he stops and looks at me, and I'm like, "You want to stay outside?" He'll wag his tail, and I'll just hook him up, and he stays outside. They're doing a Batman and Robin movie with Damien as Robin. I would rather them just not. I just don't. If they're going to do that, why don't they go and do an adaptation of the story with Ra's al Ghul, where Batman's in the desert with no shirt on and a sword? Why don't they just adapt that whole thing and do that, and then they can lead up to a movie with Damien as Robin, so we can have some background on that. They just want to take characters and just make up their own bunch of bull mess. I just don't really care about that. They announced them all: Superman, Brave and Bold, Swamp Thing, and Authority. Well, daggone, let's just go look. Let's just go and look at this, see if I can find it. We'll just look it up on the YouTubes here. James Gunn, DC, Slate announcement. Let's see. We got all this stuff and nuts from DC. Where can I find the actual DC thing? I want to watch somebody else's content. Trying to find it. Yeah, who gives a crap? I ain't watching none of it either. I might watch it for free on the internet. I think they're really just running this crap into the ground. They're taking ideas and just doing terrible stuff with it. Yeah. Skinny says he's excited for the 2 new Ghostbusters movies. See, I ain't even heard nothing about that. Yeah, they don't want Henry Cavill as Superman. They want a new Superman, so they're going to do some kind of Superman bull mess. Yeah, Eric says Skinny will have the better Creature Commandos version. Yeah, he's already got. And I love Swamp Thing, but unless they're going to adapt Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, I don't even want nothing to do with it. The Swamp Thing before was just like, it was okay before that, you know. But after that, Swamp Thing's been nothing but garbage. There's not been any good Swamp Thing since that. Yeah, I'm not into it. I'm so tired of comic book movies. Kenny says one's a sequel to Afterlife and the other is an animated movie. I liked the last one alright. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, it was better than what I expected for a new Ghostbusters movie. It wasn't terrible, but I mean, it could have been really bad. I like it better than almost all the superhero movies I've watched lately. I'm really burnt out on superheroes. And just take this from a guy who owns tons of comic books and loves comic books. Return of Swamp Thing is fire. The movie, I love that movie, even though it's cheesy as crap. Super cheesy. Yeah, if they want to do Ghostbusters, they should be animated. The animated series is one of the greatest cartoons ever made. It's so good. Some of the episodes are so creepy. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I've got to go to the store here soon. I've got to go buy toilet paper. Sonic Mole says, the actor that plays a redhead kid on Return of Swamp Thing follows me on Twitter. I think. That's hilarious, man. Those kids are awful. Some of the worst acting ever. But it's so funny. It's so funny. Hiroshi Paradox says Extreme Ghostbusters are pretty good too. Extreme Ghostbusters was pretty good, yeah. It's a little ridiculous with the guy in the wheelchair. I know that's not inclusive or whatever, but come on. How's the guy in the wheelchair going to like chase ghosts and stuff around? Swamp Thing is always awesome if done right. I actually like that little series that DC did and canceled for no reason. Rush Paradox says, since I keep getting sick, I've been burning through toilet paper because I use it as tissues. If we ever have another shortage, I'm going to be in trouble because I just go and buy one thing of toilet paper and that was it. Like one giant thing. Let's see.
CEO of DC Studios.
Alright, let's just watch this. Ash Jackal sent the link. Oh, Tonic Mole. He says Ghostbusters, where a guy in a wheelchair is haunted by the ghost of his legs. That's so bad. That is so bad. You should be ashamed. Let's listen to what James Gunn has to say about a bunch of nonsense. It's 5 minutes of nonsense.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. Now, Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love that resets the entire DC universe. And then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, this, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation, usually having the same actor play their voice as who plays them in live action. The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Viola Davis is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay, next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025. Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns, John Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other Lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority is a passion project of mine. It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters we are now bringing into the DCU and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is the story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is the story of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line. And so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Next up is a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and
I don't
raised by
care
loving
that
parents.
series was
Where
good. I don't know
Supergirl
nothing
in
about
this
it, but I
story,
hate Tom
she is
King.
a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last thing we're going to talk about. A very dark horror story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me.
Yeah, the Swamp
I knew
Thing
that
one I
this
might
was a
watch if
once in a
it's
lifetime
disconnected from
opportunity to do
everything.
something very different. One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was exciting for you because it's really exciting for me.
No,
And I can't
no,
wait to
not
start to
exciting
dive
at
into
all.
these stories with you guys on this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
I like James Gunn, all right, but come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. James Gunn has done good, like with Guardians, the guy characters nobody knows or anything. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I like both movies, and I thought he did really good on the TV series. Suicide Squad, I didn't like that he killed what was it, Rick Flag, but I like the Peacemaker series, all right. But he just, I mean, Peacemaker's not Peacemaker from the comic books in any way. I mean, he's not the same character. Guardians of the Galaxy, it's kind of the same way. The characters kind of are similar, but they're not the same characters. Groot and Rocket might be close to the same, but I mean that's about it. I'm just not. Yeah, I'm the same way. Rose Paradox. He says I'm at the point where I hate movies. There's nothing really I get excited about. Tonic Mole says hard to get excited for anything at this point. Maybe I'm just too old, though I'd watch a Power Girl movie. No, what I think they're going to cast a new guy as Superman. And what I think they're also going to do is they're calling it Superman Legacy. I guarantee you that Superman will be dead. And it'll probably be his gay son. And he'll be gay. So, maybe he won't be gay, but I bet it's called Superman Legacy because I bet he dies. And then it's John Kent or whatever. Which is stupid. I don't know why we can't just get a movie that's a adaptation of awesome stuff. Skinny says, I'm there too. I don't hate Gunn, but I'm tired of rebooting nonsense and replacing actors. Yeah, I am too. Same. I wanted more Cavill, and actually I wanted more Batfleck. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. He looked like Batman. That's what Batman should look like. Huge hulking dude, and the suit was awesome. Don't get me wrong. I like the Matt Reeves Batman a lot. Tonic Mole says, I bet Batman and Superman both are dead. They never said Clark or Bruce. Probably, you're probably right. The Batman thing probably is they introduced Damian as Robin because Robin is Batman. Which I liked that storyline a lot when I was reading comics and I actually had a subscription because Batman R.I.P. pulled me back in, and I thought that series was really good. And you knew that he's gonna bring Batman back. He's gonna come back sometime. But I bet that's what. I bet he's dead. So, Tonic Mo says I like the Batman, but want to stay. Yeah, me too, man. I don't want it connected to this nonsense. Um, I feel the same way about Swamp Thing. If they do a standalone Swamp Thing movie that's good, I'll probably watch it. But I have no interest in. Well, it'll be Grayson as Batman. Yeah, just like in that comic series. Batman will be dead, and Dick Grayson will be Batman, and Damian will be Robin, and Tim Drake won't even be there nowhere. Like, I would like them to do a series like the Shadow of the Bat series back in the day. Skinny says really tired of the realism aspects. Me too. I don't want nothing realistic at all. I want it to be ridiculous. I don't know. I'd like to see them like do a series. Well, actually, I'd like to see him take Matt Reeves' Batman series and him fight. I know the movie was kind of dark and stuff, but it reminds me of some of my favorite storylines. But I'd like to see him fight the C-list characters like Calendar Man and I don't know, just some of the really goofy characters. If something ever happens and they want to make something I own into a movie, uh, I'll probably like have to be like executive producer or something. Yeah, Clock King, that's a good one. Hearst Paradox. I'd actually like to see Clayface. Ash Jackal says they should do Batman Kings of Fear. Excellent story with a lot of the best villains. Tony Wells says I felt the Batman was the first Batman to actually draw more from the comics. When it revealed that he used Venom, I freaked out. Yeah, that's one thing I really thought. Some of my favorite comics, man. I felt more like that Batman was like some of my favorite series, where Batman's the detective. But I do also like the way Batman looked when he was Batfleck and he was huge. But that Batman is still a detective too. Eric Kent says he wants Hugo Strange. I would actually like to see Batman, like the Year 2 stuff where he fights the Reaper. Todd McFarlane drew that Batman, and it's insane. It's where he's got the crazy cape stuff. But the Reaper is an awesome villain. Rose Paradox said they should just make Batman Royale. Just get everyone who played Batman and put them in the boxing ring and have them beat each other up. They'll make millions. Yeah, Michael Keaton's pretty dang old, man. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Yeah, I don't get excited about any movies anymore. They haven't made any movies in a long time. There are series that I get excited about watching, which I've been watching the Netflix War for Cybertron Transformers computer animated thing. I'd watched the first season a couple years ago when it first came out, and I don't have Netflix, so I didn't realize 2 more parts had come out. So I'm going back and watching the first one, watching it through. I really like the first part of it so far. I mean, it's really, really cool, and the animation is great. The voice acting is really good. I enjoy it so much. Another thing that I actually liked, which I I never watched the original show. I don't know nothing about it. I think my dad saw it when he was a kid, and that's, the Ultraman, it was a live action like Godzilla thing. Netflix, they called it Netflix original, but they didn't really make it. They had the Ultraman, like computer animated anime series. I watched the first season of that and really liked it, and never realized the second one come out, so I'd really like to see that. Honestly, the stuff I like the most right now is Japanese stuff. I've been watching Chainsaw Man. I actually read all the Chainsaw Man first volume, first arc, whatever you want to call it. Really enjoying the TV series. Like I said yesterday, I'm enjoying Trigun. My Hero, I really like that a lot. My Hero. One Punch Man. To me, One Punch Man is almost like the Tick. Like, he's a goofy character, and the whole world is full of superheroes. See, My Hero's like that in a way, but it's without the goofy stuff. Yeah, man, I've been checking out some of the Ultraman stuff on YouTube. And Eric says, I love Tulsa King with Stallone. Yeah, I watched all 9 episodes of that. That was really good. I am digging what's his name? Yellowstone's okay. I feel like the best parts of Yellowstone are over. But the prequel series, both prequel series have been good so far. The 1923, I saw the first part. I'm really digging those. I'm watching Mayor of Kingstown or whatever. I like that. But comic book stuff, I just don't. I don't know. I just don't get into it. Tom Wells says, I don't watch or read anything. I just play video games. Well, I play Fallout. Now, I've got a Steam Deck, so I play Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout Vegas. I'm back on Skyrim right now. Ashton Jackal says, Chainsaw Man anime really fleshes out things a bit and has a really good pace. Yeah, there's more. There's a little bit more to. It's good to read and watch it. I'm just really digging it. I really like the animation. I like everything about Chainsaw Man, the manga and the cartoon. Skinny says The Tick is one of my favorite series. I used to be in the fan club when I was a kid. Dude, I loved that show when I was a kid. And I bought the DVDs later on when I found them. And my 2 nephews, we used to watch The Tick all the time. They loved The Tick. So crazy. Tonguemo says, I won the Tick figures off Fox Kids back. That's awesome, man. Skinny says, watch Ancient Apocalypse on Netflix. Well, I don't have Netflix. I use another streaming program to watch everything. If you get my drift. Yarg. So I have to find it. But I do like Tulsa King a lot. That's really good. Stallone is fantastic in that. I just wanted to say, if you didn't see Samaritan with Stallone in it, that was an Amazon Prime superhero movie, I liked it quite a bit. I thought it was better than anything Marvel and DC's done in a while. I enjoyed it. I thought Stallone was cool in that. I really would like to see him do a sequel to it. Good stuff. Kenny says the comics are really good too, a bit darker, but still good. Eric's talking about I Kind of Believe. If you guys like conspiracy theories and stuff like that, go subscribe to Skinny's channel. Skinny does a show called I Kind of Believe, and he's got McCheese on there, and they talk about stuff. It's pretty good. My neck is stiff. Yeah, same. Samaritan was good, called The Twisties. I did too, man. I saw it coming, but I still liked it. I thought it was pretty good though. I just like Stallone. I think Stallone is awesome. And it seems like he's got these different eras. Like, my least favorite Stallone is like that. Okay, it's around the era that he made Demolition Man. I love Demolition Man, but around the era, he's like, seems like he's really cocky and really full of himself. Like, I don't know, but I still love everything he does. Well, guys, been streaming for over an hour. Need to go get Mr. Poopy, and we're gonna go to the dollar store and get some toilet paper and probably some drinks because I'm about out of anything to drink. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. Like I said, go sign up for the Saving the World #9 coming out. So far, Tonic Mole is like destroying everybody. He's continuously got his series going, and he's not got no, it's just him. He ain't got no big group behind him. He ain't got no big company or anything like that. He's, as far as a single dude cranking out stuff, he's totally winning. So go check that out. Me too on Stallone, except Cobra and the Armor Machine. Dude, I like Cobra. Cobra was mangled by the studios. It was supposed to be so much more, and they went in and edited a bunch of it out. Like, there's this whole awesome bunch of stuff. I can't remember who does a video on it. Let's see if I can find it. Over the Top is one of the goofiest movies ever. And it's one of those, it's so bad, it's good movies for me. Like, I'll watch it. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but, whatever. Hershey Paradox is charming, and so does. Dude, I buy cheap toilet paper. I get Angel Soft. Only Angel Soft touches my bum. And I'm trying to cut back on sodas, so hopefully I won't buy any. Would buy water, but the last couple times I went, there was no water at the dollar store. But anyways, I hope y'all's doing good. And so far, that's day 2. So we'll see if we can make it to day 3. Oh, it's going to be crazy. Got to do this every day. Go tell everybody you know to watch the Dubcast. Say, hey, this is the best show on the internet. You should go watch it. Say it just like that. And I think it might be Joe Blow Videos that did a video on it, Eric. If you can check it out. Dave says, get a pineapple. They don't have pineapples at the dollar store, Dave. My dollar store stinks. Angel Soft ain't that bad. Like, at least the kind I get ain't. My mom and dad used to get something that, it's super generic. And it's like every time you go to wipe your butt, you just ripping all the pieces on your butt. And it's like, super annoying. Anyways, I'm getting out of here. Hope y'all have a good one, and I'll be back tomorrow. Vaya con Dios.